Good evening. We call the Tuesday, March 25th meeting of the PAC called to order. We'll move on to item number 2, approval of the agenda, please. Seconder,
I'll second it.
please vote.
It's a yes for me, Mark.
I'll make it that motion.
Okay, seconder, please.
I'll second it.
Okay, please vote. Motion carried 5-0. With minutes of the March 11th PAC meeting. Business arising from the minutes, notice of decisions. Can I have a motion to file the notice of decisions, please?
So moved.
Seconder,
I'll second it.
thank you. Please vote. Item 6, unfinished business. Move on to item 6, which is rezoning of 236 Hampton Road PID 0251843 and 302400527 from single or two-family residential R1 to integrated development ID to accommodate an aging in place community. Can the applicant come forward and introduce themselves, please? And Jennifer, can you present to the PAC?
Lane. I'm the owner and operator of Home Care by Design and developing this aging in place community. I apologize for the sunglasses. I'm just recovering from eye surgery.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and through you to the committee members. Ms. Lane approached me a month and a half ago or so and advised that there were some changes to the 236 plan. So in light of those changes, I contacted our legal counsel who said that we should bring it back to PAC just for transparency's sake. So really, we've already reviewed it. However, because of these small changes, we did want to bring it back just to allow PAC to understand what those changes are and then asking them again to support council in their decision in approving this rezoning. So one of the main changes is that we are going from a rental model to a condominium model. So all units within the proposed aging in place community will now be a condominium. So distinct ownership for whoever is living inside that dwelling unit. Ms. Lane is following all of the requirements of the Condominium Act of New Brunswick, designing bylaws with her lawyer, etc. And staff really think that this actually is going to help solidify the aging in place where there are bylaws governing the entire campus instead of it just being a rental model as was previously presented. Excuse me. Other changes that you'll see, one of the roads has been removed. That was the Solos Lane. It will only be providing access through the Sunflower Crescent. I think that was the name that we decided on. Sunflower Crescent that will be providing access throughout the campus. In addition, there's been an enhancement to the walking paths. So there, where once Swallows Lane was, there's now going to be a defined walking path. So the number of units in the apartment complex has been reduced by 3 to 30 from 33, and this is in light of the requirement for an EIA, which was triggered by the higher number of apartments. There will be the requirement for a hydrogeological study, as this is a medium to mid-density development, and that is a requirement of our bylaw under, I think it's 6Y of the zoning bylaw. Also, we're expediting the process. So instead of taking 8 years, it's now proposed that it will be done in 4 phases and will be completed within 4 years. I'm just checking my notes to make sure that I've hit all of the big talking points here. And again, the whole process of us meeting here tonight is just to make sure that it's a transparent process and that you've had an opportunity to understand the changes that are being suggested. And I'm open to any questions the committee may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Anything to add?
Oh, that was great.
Okay. Any questions from the members of the PAC?
Me. A question, a condominium, are there rules and regulations that they can't sell it to just everybody? Is it has to be an older person? Or if the young family wants the 2 unit or I guess, how can you control if it's aging in place?
It will be in the bylaws. It'll be aging in place. It will also be geared towards seniors. Won't be putting a age limit on it or a minimum age, but the intention of the community is to help people stay in their own home who need care. So that would be one of the requirements, that if they move into the community, they need some level of support to be able to age in place.
But do you feel that older people who are selling their homes want to buy another unit, or they prefer to rent something?
Well, actually, because we're going with this model now, our home care agency will be buying a percentage of the units. So we'll be able to rent them out to clients who only want to rent instead of buying. But it gives people the option
You can
of
either
either
do.
or.
Either one?
Yeah,
Okay, because when I read that, it
Yes.
sounds like everybody has to buy
No.
a place.
no, there'll be an option for people.
And the other thing too, you're reducing the number of apartments. Are you able to increase the size of the bathrooms?
Increase the size of the bath. We did put in a 1 full bathroom, wheelchair accessible, but we put in a powder room in the units
In all
based on your
apartments?
feedback. In all the units.
Thank you. Old people can pee. Win some, I love it.
We've tried to accommodate all the feedback that we've gotten throughout this process.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Members of the PAC? Is there anyone in the audience or online waiting? Anyone in the audience or online willing to speak for or against this item? Second time. Anyone in the audience or online willing to speak for or against this item? Third and final time. Anyone in the audience or online willing to speak for or against this item? Can a member of the PAC please put a motion forward?
Forward that the PAC support the council in approving the rezoning of 236 Hampton Road from a single or two-family R1 to an integrated development ID in light of the new information provided by the applicant, and that the notice decision dated December the 11th, 2024 be amended to include the following terms and conditions. 1, a tentative plan of subdivision identifying the proposed public street right-of-way be submitted along with the subdivision application prior to the issuance of a site work development permit for the creation of a public right-of-way. 2, the PAC amends the previous notice of decision to approve a 14 parking stall variance from section 6.P1A of the zoning bylaw number 038, and to accept the proposed 74 parking stalls that support the overall development as being significant to support the development. Number 3, a 12.5 meter variance from section 1-2-3 AIA of subdivision specifications bylaw number 035 to permit a local street right-of-way width of 7.5 meters. And number 4, all other terms and conditions established in the notice of decision dated December 11th, 2024 remain in effect.
Seconder, please.
I'll second that, Mr. Chairman. Mark.
Thank you, Mark. Any debate on, is there any discussion on the motion? No discussion, please vote. Motion carried unanimously. Letter be sent from PAC to the town and with our recommendation for the upcoming public hearing.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you. Item 7, 59 Hampton Road has been postponed. Item 8, information items for discussion. There is none, so we'll move on to item 9, please.
Motion to adjourn.
Can I have a seconder for that? Kendall, vote please. March 25th meeting of PAC is adjourned.